Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Julia and today I'm going to be talking about things you can do when you are bored or in quarantine. And I know many of you are not in quarantine anymore, like I am not in quarantine anymore, but we should still take precautions and stay at home if possible, or just not go out every day. So I hope I can help you with these few tips. So let's get on with the video. My first tip is to find a new hobby. The first thing you could do as a hobby is gardening, and you do not have to have a garden for that, so you can just like take care of a few indoor plants, or if you have a garden, just plant some plants out there, or just take care of the plants you already have. Okay, so the second hobby you could try out is to draw or to paint. So it's just so much fun to draw or to paint, and even if you're not skilled at it, like practice makes perfect, you know. I am very bad at drawing in my opinion, but I still do it sometimes because it's just so much fun. And you can even draw with just like a ballpoint pen or a pencil and an eraser. You don't have to have like every color and every watercolor, so you can just draw with very few materials. I think it's probably better to start with like very few materials so that you don't get overwhelmed with how much there is. Another hobby you could adapt to your life is writing. You could just write a book, even if you will never publish it, even if you will never show it to anybody else. I think it's just so much fun to write down just anything on a piece of paper and make like a story out of it with characters, or you could just write just a very short book or a very short story, even if it's just one page. Or you could like begin writing a book with your whole made up world and made up characters and everything. And even if you will never finish it, it's still fun. It's a good way to be creative. So you can just grab a piece of paper or your laptop and start writing. It's really that easy. The last hobby you could try is to repurpose your old clothing. It's not like it's a hobby, but it's also good because if you have old clothing you don't use, you can just take it and make something new out of it that you will use or like. You could even gift your repurposed clothing to someone. It's just so cool coming up with new things you can make out of your old, not used clothes. Yes, you may need something to sew with, but you could also just like crop an old top. So you could just cut something off or make like shorts out of an old jean. You really only need a pair of scissors for that, so that can be much fun, and you can get new clothing for like almost free. Okay, so the second thing you can do when you are bored is to learn a new instrument. I mean, you need an instrument for that, but I personally have like a guitar at home which I played for like 2 years, and I barely know anything. So I have forgotten almost everything I learned. So you could just grab an old instrument, or if someone in your household has an instrument, you can ask to borrow it, and then you can just learn a few new skills. The third thing is to practice your makeup. You probably have limited time to do your makeup every day, so if you have time you can just practice your makeup so that you can make it better. And it's also much fun to try whole new looks which you cannot just try before school, like in your 15 minutes you have to do your makeup, but you can try everything with your makeup. And if you don't like it, just wipe it away with a makeup wipe or something, and you have learned something new. The next thing you can do is just to do sports. Like you could just do a home workout like indoors on your carpet, or if you have a garden you can just do sports outside, which is also a very nice thing to do. Or if you have a balcony that's big enough, you can also do sports on your balcony. You could try to learn the handstand, or try to get your splits. So just do sports because it's healthy and it can be very, very fun. You could also try learning a new language. You could just try to learn a whole new language, just whatever you like. Or you could try to expand your language skills in a language that you already partially know. This is obvious, but you could just learn something new. Like everything I have mentioned, if you have never done it and do it now, it's learning something new. But you could also just research the stuff you're interested in. Like Google really random stuff you're interested in, and then just read a few articles on it. It can be very interesting and a good way to find out more about like any topic. A thing you have probably heard 1,000 times in videos like this is to read, but reading is very much fun and it can bring you into a whole new world, and it's just so cool. You could just download a new ebook. Like on Kindle there are free ebooks you could just download if you have a Kindle, or you can just reread a book you have at home, or read a book you didn't read before. Or if your library has opened, you could just get a book from your library and read it. What you can also do is organize your school things, or just organize anything like your folders, or you could just organize your shelves, or just anything, because it can be so helpful if school starts again and you're organized. It's just so helpful because you spare a lot of time just searching for the worksheets you need. You can just have them all very organized. As I have just mentioned, organizing is very helpful for you. So another thing you could organize is your closet, because mine was a mess, and in quarantine I just reorganized the whole thing. Now I can find things so easily, and with the clothes you don't wear anymore, you could just repurpose them, as I have also mentioned before, or donate them or sell them. Like, it's a good way to make money and be more organized. What you could also do is a whole room makeover, so you could just remake your whole room as you would like. You can just move all your furniture around, but you can also just like reorganize your shelves that they look aesthetic and how you want them. Or you could, as me, start a whole photo wall. So I have like 4 pictures on it right now, but you could just like expand it every time you make a new picture and like it, and you just print it out and put it on your photo wall. Okay, so this next point is not for everyone, but I would really encourage you to try it out, even if it's just once. So it is meditating, and there are so many guided meditations on YouTube or Spotify or just anywhere. Or you could also just sit down and just concentrate on your breathing. Like, that's also meditating. It's very helpful to organize all your thoughts and just be more mindful. So I really enjoy doing it, so you could try it too. The last thing is journaling. This is also a way to get all your thoughts on paper, and it can be so much fun. You could do a whole aesthetic journal with pictures in it and drawings, or you could just write everything down you think of, or just write down what you did, or just anything. It can be so helpful with managing your thoughts. These were all my ideas on what to do during quarantine, or if you're bored. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope these tips were helpful. If you like my video, just give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my content, you could consider subscribing. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!